Oh, the little drum
good.
roll. It is Clubhouse to kick us off, and then it's going to be Consulate to close us down, Tim.
Get out of here. Just get out of here, Jackie.
We've seen MIBR counter that with early utility to just kill him with nades. There's a lot of plays that can help you, a lot of reads that NiP give away for free. So I'm hoping going into the vertical play is working out with the utility usage, dropping those nades in on top of them. That's an unlikely to gate the find as well, as Pino picks up one. Psycho finds another with the really getting nailed to the wall. INTZ are looking like a poster at this point, Tim, as they are falling to pieces. It's not going well at all. Vitz is the final man, who will at least pick up a 2k and down another man. In a 1v2 with 3 seconds, though, he doesn't have the room to push in, pick up the final frags, and secure the round. So NiP slow style once again. They are a little bit timid, though, based off this map control that NiP still has. You might have forced out one Nitro as well, but there's always going to be a second in reserve.
As well, and kills start raining in now for NiP. This certainly looks like a round that's going in their favour. Psycho and Kamikaze doesn't seem to be working for INTZ. They've had one great attack, which is a site they always attack well onto. He finds a full HP Psycho, but in come the kills for NiP. 4 seconds left to go. You can't see this happening now for INTZ. 2 versus 2. Diffuser cold on the ground. They just can't. They get the down, but ultimately the same that they're managing to display this time. The Selma gadget is going to open up the wall between site and garage catwalk. That's going to force Muzi away into the line of sight to go. 3 versus 5. They're starting to take some damage now. They certainly haven't shut sight quite down as tight. They've always got the man down in lounge to try and prevent the vertical denial, but he's completely unaware that Pino's taken the drop. Gets a free kill onto a Lemo. Kamikaze in on the action as well. 2 versus 2. There's a kill from Julio. That could be essential. 2 versus 1. Closed down by the man in construction. He's building something, and he's building a lead for NiP right now. 4-1 on the scoreboard, and they've even managed to take the top attacking site away from INTZ. Essentially an impact nade. As soon as it gets there, it explodes. But right now, exploding into this round is INTZ. They get themselves the first 2 kills, and they throw another one on the fire as well. As big ask for NiP here, coming out into the main corridor, completely shut down. Kamikaze on the shotgun, moving up the stairs is gonna be Muzi, but he gets shut down before he even manages to get to the mezzanine, let alone the top floor. And that is going to be a round for INTZ in quick fashion.
Finally, they come back out as well, and that's way better. Never know. Maybe you might get attacked by a group of youths, and you'll be like, "Boys, keep it trill," and they'll calm down. Because right now, Pino certainly is. Look at this man, true to his guy.
One set of the X-Karos pellets detonate now. Muzi finds a kill onto Vitz, and it all starts falling apart. Jackie Kamikaze's getting the diffuser down the drop. Will they be able to see him? They certainly will. There's no hiding himself from that scanner as Pino, he gets his eyeballs on the job, sees him coming in through the door, and absolutely deletes the man. Look at that reaction. He hears him. There you go. No problem to get that kill onto VNX. Duds, he's been a little bit lax there in his defense of Blue Tunnel, and Muzi just gets in and takes full advantage of that. Takes advantage of Duds himself with a wonderful headshot behind the generator. This one could be a flawless round. It certainly will be, as Kamikaze finishes it off. The diffuser was on the ground. NiP ticked every box in that one, and they guarantee themselves a draw. And right now, this is looking like a 7-2, Jackie. A miss there. Muzi walking in. I feel blind into that situation, but one way or another, still comes away with the kill onto Duds. The reason that I
should be ready for it. You'd imagine he'll pre-fire as he peeks in, but it's going to favour him. The peeker's advantage there. Vitz not catching a single glimpse of going out, but no real connection, and they overwhelm him. As they come sprinting into the site, they'll clean up with the first frag. There's the final one, as Psycho closes it down with a perfect round for NiP, fragging out on the VNX. It was too much for them to handle. The INTZ squad overwhelmed.
Coming back strong, sending a bit of a message there. I'm sure that they will not be afraid of bringing Clubhouse to the table at the major. Very, very solid performance. 19 kills in fact as well. Stalwart, solid ban here on Consulate. Just the outside cams that can be placed, the volume of information can be an absolute nightmare. Whether this is going to be denied, the smoke will do the damage and they will finish him off, but not before it's too late. And with 3 players still left. Long on this now then, VNX can get the angle. Muzi shut down. They might just be successful here. 1 versus 4. Surely they're going to do it. They have. Duds gets that final kill. Just goes to show, you've just got to give it a try sometimes, Jackie.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to run the risk.
Vertical angles, they're ready for the drop. He doesn't hear it, however, and gets shut down by a VNX. I don't know if he's got his shoes on or not, Jackie, but he was silent as he dropped down there. He certainly didn't make a noise that suggested that's where he was coming from. Duds does the same thing and gets the kill onto Julio. 7 seconds left to go, and surely this is over. 1 versus 1, VNX on the immediate trade. Closes it down. Just shield away from her now then. Duds is looking for that early peek. He sees it and gets it. Rips the head off Julio. That is an absolute right up. But the problem is he can't make a challenge here. And the electricity is just going to zap him of energy continuously. Duds gets one onto Kamikaze, but immediately traded. We'll see as the round develops. He's just going to hold himself on that bathroom window. Now there's an opportunity. He has to take it. And that is a quick swing. Psycho and Muzi getting involved down at the Jackal. There we go. There's the spot on the leg, but Doc of VNX will shut things down. Olemo, he gets himself another on the round. And that is a great collapse from INTZ at the end there. But once again, Jackie, around going backwards and forwards. Wasn't sure which direction it was going to land. 2 versus 4 this time. It's going to be much more difficult. Now then, he doesn't see the man. Kamikaze just holding himself prone in front of the yellow ledge yellow stairs. There's absolutely nothing left for him to do. Big damage taken. Shut down from above. Pino gets the headshot. NiP, they close out their first round on Consulate. Is that a sign of things to come? Is the fight back on? Will they be able to level up the biggest esports organisations in the world, just having a bit of banter with you and I?
Oh, good lads. Love that.
NiP are alert to that sort of danger, but not completely. I tell you what, Drunks nearly missed his shots there, and he didn't realise that there was a second for the take.
Drunks is dead. And Psycho has been finished off. Oh, look at the firefight on that one, though. The long-range peek from the upgraded modificated pistol of Dud in favour of INTZ. It's all down to Pino to clutch it, but he has been punished as his skull gets smashed by Duds from the elevated peak there. Mozzie making a meal out of that one.
This is why I said
down, as it doesn't seem like that smoke canister is actually going to spread far enough to halt him in his tracks. So that's a free plant. Frags coming in, though, thick and fast, as we're left him in a slow position because the Cali's taking fight after fight and just gifted 3 frags. It all falls onto VNX to get this 5th round. And the one-man army doesn't seem like he'll be able to secure it, Tim. Does get the close encounter towards the window. And the flick shot onto the second. He was being fed 3 frags, but it won't actually change the outcome of the round as NiP pick it up and at least keep it close with a 4-2 split.
Makes a nice start, opening things up with a kill onto the Vigil, so that is a difficult run game to clear sometimes. Close down now, Julio.
Low, Alamau and Drunks duo. This is not looking good for them. Charges in, almost wins the encounter, but goes down. There's the flick from the Kalashnikov as Drunks picks up the AK. And the job is done. He does have Nitro, though. If he spots him, he can chuck it out, but he won't need to. Oh, they trade with the bullets. But unfortunately, the SMG...
Dear, oh dear, Pino certainly getting excited on that one. I think it's just checking the functionality of his keyboard and mouse there, Jackie, of course. Unfortunate circumstance, and they get 1 round back, and they'll be looking for another one here, but shut down by Duds is Kamikaze.
This game's going right now. It is no holiday for NiP. That's an awkward encounter to lose out on as well, as Duds comes up trumps with a double kill. One that can deny that outcome is Julio, and he's not going to be able to. The Kalashnikov paying dividends there for Vitz as he'll clean up round the corner. The Nomad accelerating them all the way over to a 6. Slowly working further forward. Potentially we'll see Duds follow these through. Going for a hot peek. But talking of hot faces, look at that one from Kamikaze. Could be a 2K in favour of INTZ in a matter of seconds. There's one of them, but to an unsuspected newcomer as Vitz.
Tie them up. They have the better map difference, so they will then go into the number 1 seed spot, but that is not going to be possible if they lose this round to INTZ. It will only give them 1 point, which should leave them 1 point short, locking them into 2nd place. They can't be caught by Liquid, but it's INTZ ultimately able to get in, rain down the pain, and finish off the game. They managed to get themselves a draw out of NiP.
They're going to be proud with that one. You've got to be. As a final statement to make, of course, this really messes up what would have been a good placement as well for the Ninjas in Pajamas, right? They're going to be a bit tilted with that outcome, Tim.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah,
good,
thank
dude.
You. It's good to have you back on. Obviously, coming in off the back of a split series there, losing a map and taking a map. In terms of the opener, back of what we saw on Clubhouse, why was that so much more dominant than what happened on Consulate? What was it like from your perspective?
I think we need to just work out our Consulate, and for the major, I think that's it. It's not that strong right now, but yeah, we are redoing the map, and it's going to be strong for the major.
Obviously, partway through that map on Consulate, you did have a bit of a power outage, a bit of a difficult situation for you there, Julio. Do you think that impacted the team at all, or were you just able to bounce back into it and INTZ continued playing well?
I think that's okay. We have some external problems, but we're going to fix that too. And just the rounds we lost automatically 1 round, so this is bad for us, but it's okay to mentally.
Now, in terms of obviously what's coming next for NiP, Julio, in the run up to the major, form wise, how are you feeling? And obviously, what are we going to be not seeing in terms of the preparation you'll be doing off air whilst we're in that downtime before the major?
I think the preparation is gonna be the same, like the last major, and we are feeling good. Have a strong map pool. Just gonna fix some maps, and I think that's it. We are pretty strong for the major.
Comparing stage 1 and now stage 2, your performance has been a lot more consistent this time, Julio. You've had a lot more wins through the stage rather than the draws that you were picking up in stage 1. Does the team feel a bit more confident coming into the major this time?
Yeah, for sure. We are a lot of matches without losing, so this creates a lot of confidence for us, and we're gonna use that for the major for sure.
I hope so, man. We also got to see a little bit of a throwback from you today, Julio, on Clubhouse with the Nitro, mate. I've missed seeing you get some Nitro kills, so it was good to see that one. Before we let you go, though, oh, sorry to cut you off there, mate. Before we let you go, though, of course, any final words, anything you want to say to any of the fans?
Thank you everyone cheering for us. You're gonna be pretty strong for the major and buy NiP skins, charms, everything. And that's it. Thank you guys. See ya.
Sick. Cheers, brother. Thank you, man. We'll catch you later on.
Thank you.